I'm trying to figure out where all these pieces are going.
Well, I've got good news for you. You don't have to figure out or strain any longer because we can just jump into game number 1 here and find out exactly where these Titans are playing with J-Mac and Trelly.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully in just a moment here, we can all get an answer to the questions that we have been waiting on. Where is this Cardinale going? Where is this Nox going? Where is anything going? It's going to be Cyclone playing Nox?
You were right about Paul and Chiron.
Okay, and I was also right about Wrong U on the way. Cyclone Spin could go down. His ultimate, his dash are down, only has beads left. And surely he'll save them and not waste them at this point in time. Recognizing there's 3 here, Cyclone Spin goes down for first blood. That one goes over to Panatom.
I mean, that's just strange to me. I understand that Cyclone wanted the wave, but dashing on the wave, I feel like probably could have got out if just used the 2 and then dashed backwards in the tower. Aurora might be in a little bit of trouble, has the Sleepy Time passive, and Paul's on the way with the cleanse as well if need be. So that should be Aurora.
All throughout that engagement, so Cyclone will have them. Should Panatom make another rotation over like he has towards Layers. Layers will dash away. Aurora got the ult of his own, but Wrong U is just going for some of the steals on these offerings, and unfortunately for Aurora, caught in the middle of 3. Sleepy Time passive, won't save him this time. A second kill for the Leviathans, this one on Zapman.
Now Zap's going to be sitting 1-0, has a level lead in this lane. I mean, Cyclone Spin dying for first blood wasn't the greatest early gold pull. They've got decent burn there. Confirm isn't the greatest, so it's going to have to be relying on a lot of vision. And SOT's pretty far up. Does have bad at how to get out of way, so should be in too much trouble here for Panatom.
But he is taking a lot of damage from Panatom. He's going to have to use that bat out of hell, probably just to escape. Jumps over the wall, a jump in by Panatom, a swipe in by SOT. Layers doesn't have ultimate. He's getting pulled right back in. And that'll be a nice and easy kill for the Atlantis Leviathans. This time, Haddix finally gets to put his name on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little surprising to me. SOT should have communicated, I'm fine, you don't have to come over here, you know. Layers does not have beats. Once that ultimate goes down, powwow. Tartarus always going to fire off some warning shots and try and confirm the Scorpion.
Does find a couple hits with it. Scorpion does go over to the Leviathans. Aurora caught behind a wall, double mez. Gonna charge him with the root, does hit Wrong U, who's in danger now. Could be a first kill for the Tartarus Titans if they can find the damage on this Ymir, but Wrong U is healing back up with that meditation. Not quite enough health, as the first kill for the Titans is now on the board. Palau up and Paul down. Haddix finds the kill throughout, but Layers wanting to crash in. It's a double kill for Haddix, and maybe a triple kill if SOT gets a little too low. It's gonna be 1 for Shinto, and Haddix will still push in, gets the beads off of Cyclone Spin. A 3-for-2 trade for the Leviathans.
Yeah, Cyclone Spin and Zapman made the rotations over. That's up here. Leviathans start the pull.
Gold Fury pulled. 3 members on DPS, 1 on zone. Panatom trying to keep eyes on Layers. Silence will stop Wrong U for a moment. Freeze catches Cyclone, and Aurora at half HP. Centaurus through the back line does find 3 different people, and a shot afterwards. Cyclone's ult does find Shinto. That's gonna force the mage out. A Wrong U load sent to the skies by Aurora and down to the ground by SOT. The bat out of hell will find the final hit, but Layers all the while was forced out of the fight as Panatom put him at low HP.
Now surely that could be a repull opportunity, but the low health bars, that's Centaurus.
Shinto available for this Gold Fury pull. It doesn't seem like Titans are able to do much to get in there. Gold Fury is low, but the Titans will steal that one away. Palau should pull in a roar and take him down at the end of it all. SOT still in the back line. Cyclone able to find Wrong U. Zapman dive bombs away, but it's not far enough as Layers closes in the gap and finds the kill.
I cannot believe that Paul was able to steal that one away with the Centaurus shots. I mean, that fight starts with Aurora getting a nice epic uppercut onto Zapman. You see the Night Terror charge up and Cyclone's way less damage, and we're going to chunk them. If not, hey, I cleared the wave. We can go for more towers. It doesn't seem like the Leviathans want to fight because they are pretty happy with just stalling out as much as possible, letting this Fire Giant run off, and then fighting for the next Fire Giant that happens later. Panatom is taking a lot of damage in the jungle.
Let's go to the Palau. Layers up in the sky. Paul on Centaurus. Panatom doesn't have any options on landing point. It's covered on all fronts. It's Paul with the Centaurus to find the kill. Now the Tartarus Titans with the power play. Cyclone's ultimate down, so they won't have that for the fight in. Zapman no beads. Haddix losing a bit of HP, but SOT losing even more. Gets in the bat out of hell. But was there a tower shot ready to go to him? He'll make it alive. But Shinto finds a pick on the Layers. SOT out the wall. doing so much work. It's a double kill for Shinto, and maybe even more. Aurora down to Sleepy, and it's a triple for the mid laner, the Leviathans. They punch back and push the Titans away.
Yeah, so everything I said was a complete lie. The Leviathans were not stalling. They were just biding their time, letting Panatom get picked for the next 6 minutes. Just trying to grab some poke. Aurora frontlining, knows that Zap's beads come up in about 8 seconds, and after that, no real look to engage for the Tartarus Titans.
Haddock staring down all 5 of the Tartarus Titans. Root does hit, so Haddock will back away. Freeze catches Aurora. The stun right after Aurora does get the ultimate just in time for some CC immunity, and will make it out until Panatom goes to the backline. Finds the first pick in the team fight and maybe more. Cyclone Spin with beads cannot escape Haddox, who will dive into the back. Zapman finds layers alongside him, and Haddox and Panatom charging forward. Not much place for Paul to go. Will get the dash, but it doesn't go far enough. Panatom finds 2 in the fight, 4 down on the Titans, and the Leviathans will now grab the fire for themselves.
All starting off a beautiful freeze from Wrong You there, catching Aurora in the middle of the escape, and once Aurora gets caught, I mean, the rest of the team has to go down. SOT did go to the back line as best as he could and try and disrupt some of the DPS there from the Titans, but it's not going to work. Now SOT is trying to wrap around and go for a red buff, but the rest of the Leviathans, they're at Phoenix now. They don't care about that buff.
They could just go for the end. It's only SOT and Aurora to defend on the Titan. Triple Mez gets a couple sets of beats. SOT has some damage, but there are 5 Leviathans there, all with Fire Giant, and there's only 1 Titan standing, and he's not even anymore. Sleepy time for Aurora, and sleepy time for the Titans as the Leviathans take game number 1.
Wow. That was, I mean, first of all, good call. Aurora and the Titan both taking a nap, but a great fight there.
This has just come up a couple of times with some of the Titans drafts, and I think the last game honestly matches that. If anything, at least they had the Chiron there.
I guess would be the word to describe, but also I think Cyclone Spin should be able to influence the map a ton more on this Ulron rather than, again, the Nox can work, but 26 seconds for Panatom to rotate over that left side of the map if possible, but only sitting at level 6, has the Crusher available. It seems like the call is to just grab as much farm as possible and then back it up. Blue buffs are going to be spawning in here shortly, and if Layers was on that right side of the map, maybe some aggression over on that map, but doesn't seem to be the call. Panatom, though, is wrapping around, and SOT's big ultimate is down. Beats came up, but actually uses them a little early.
Does get away from one, but the stun catches out. 9 turns busting, pulls him, but a double stun by SOT. Not quite enough to turn the fight around. First blood goes over to Panatom, but now Paul has rotated in. Haddox does have the dash to get away, and Paul does not have the gap closed to find the kill on the solo laner. Tartarus Titans fall for first blood, but now with Layers and Aurora here, maybe a chance on Panatom, but a bad bounce from the Sacred Monkey Toss does not go fruitful for Layers.
They've got the vision, but the burst, I think, is what they're missing out on. Shinto held onto the ultimate there. Could be walking into a setup here from Wrong You, and with the slow, this could be a kill.
No evil good. Earthshaker does clip a couple, though. And Layers in danger. Wrong You should go down here for a kill, and he will do so. Panatom finds the return fire, and the skewers from Paul dealing some good damage for now. But the meatball from Shinto from over the top will find the pick on Aurora. And it's a 2-for-1 trade for the Atlantis Leviathans, maybe more if they can catch out SOT. Shinto's got some decent damage, but maybe not quite enough to kill him under the tower. Instead, it's Cyclone under fire. Sanctified Field will slow down Panatom. Cyclone, though, eats the ultimate, loses the beads and the ult. A turtle in for Panatom, and perfect plays by the Levi's on the left side, make it a 3-for-1 at the end.
And now that's going to be the call to go for this gold fairy pull. Shinto eats the full damage of that ultimate, doesn't even care about using
Titans have started the Fire Giant. Haddox knows that they're here. There are 4. Panatom is on the way. Stunned by Haddox, trying to bully out Cyclone, who drops the Sanctified Field. Fire Giant is going down. It should go over to the Titans, and it will do so. But Panatom has found 1 pick. Haddox is trying to close the gap on 3. And now with Shinto and Wrong You on the way, can the Leviathans find the distance they need to get out of this fight? It seems so. Paul will just be the sacrificial lamb for the Titans to get fire. Nice, clears that out. And on the left side, Phoenix will be fine for the next fight up, so long as, you know, Paul or Cyclone doesn't stick around and push that wave in.
Oh, they will.
So the Leviathans can just set themselves back up for the Fire Giant that will respawn in just under 20 seconds by the time I finish this statement up.
You ready for the tech? All right.
Ready for the tech.
Zap puts his teleporter at fire and then stays here and defends until fire's at like 50%, then just zoop, goes all the way over and then does fire. But it looks like Paul, Cyclone, and SOT all here with Zap. He's gonna have to Bifrost out. Nope. Too little, too late. Didn't click the shell key, and he's gone.
Yeah, he's dead. There's not much that Zapman can do. Fire Giant that started up, but Leviathans have sniffed this one out. Meatball does get 2 sets of beads at the exact same time. Earthshaker from over the top will take Layer's health down to only a couple hundred left. Haddix to the back line, finds the stun, finds the swipe, and a Fear No Evil, not quite enough to slow him down. A good pre-beads by the RDO, but it's not enough to get out. Layers will be able to find the blink. Aurora gets caught in the middle of 4, and Shinto makes him pay, but that's 1 down for the rest of the team to get fire.
This is the 3rd Fire Giant of the game, the 2nd that the Titans have, and they're still down 11,000 gold. The Leviathans, 4 strong, because Zapman is still running it up mid, are sieging the base. They are trying to grab this Phoenix. Not too many ultimates available, but just SOT's little ultimate, and it looks like the Phoenix is going down extremely slow.
Shinto's is back up. We saw what it did to Layers last time at max range. We'll see what it can do to Cyclone and SOT. That's half health away from the King Arthur. That's all the health away from Cyclone Spin. Wrong on his last legs, trying to crawl his way out of this fight. Haddix will find the dash shot. Layers versus Zapman. Zapman goes in. Overhead smash, good. 1 more auto. And the shell from Zap will keep him alive and find the pick on Layers.
Now only 3 left to defend, but the mid Phoenix did drop as a left side Trebuchet is also.
Zapman full build on this Heimdall. Can easily chip it away at the HP bar of the bird. Root from Haddix to try and catch SOT in a roar. Finds the cripple. Layers goes through the back line with the Fear No Evil. And a Sanctified Field now will separate the fight. The slowest Earthshaker of your life. Doesn't find anything, but SOT caught out behind the wall. Still, everybody alive during the fight as Haddix zones out 3 by himself in the back line. Left side bird goes down. Root doesn't find a target. Paul low. Aurora low. Paul trying to find his way back. It's stunned out by Haddix. And the Atlantis Leviathans are pushing in towards the Titan, but Shinto is the one who's pushed back. SOT finds the double kill amongst it all and is able to at least keep his team alive, but all the damage coming back through. Panatom tries to find it, but it's a triple kill for SOT. A pick for Cyclone Spin, and only 1 left standing for the Leviathans. The Titans have pushed them back once more.
They can't keep getting away with these Titan defenses, man. The Tartarus Titans off the back of crazy.
Shots towards Haddix. The enhanced Fire Giant has started up. And Cyclone and Paul putting out the majority of that damage.
Oh,
Fire Giant low, Shinto over the top. Will seal it with the Earthshaker, but SOT has found Shinto in the back line, and so has Layers. It's a pick for the Tartarus Titans to push this one back. And now it's Aurora who is low. Layers is gone. 1-for-1 trade. Make it 2 as Panatom has found a triple kill now. And the Leviathans can continue their fight back, but they have lost their 2 carries and may have lost some of their pushback unless Haddix is going to go for the end of the game, but a couple of members have made it back for the Titans. No end for the Leviathans just yet.
Smart call. Haddix decides to go for that mid Phoenix instead. Wrong you and Panatom are on the way, but Fire Minions are pouring into this base. Right side Phoenix weak, mid Phoenix going down, and that Titan's not looking too healthy.
Kingslayer's done it before, but Paul doesn't have the Kingslayer this time. A blink in, Titan at half. SOT pumping out as much damage as he can, but Paul doesn't have an Aegis any longer. Paul doesn't have a life, and SOT pinned out and slammed against the wall. The Atlantis Leviathans, they bring it back at the end. 35 in to take game number 2 and the set.
The Tartarus Titans, Titan lives no more.